When I signed up for Relay for Life, I thought that it would be fun. I thought that it would be inspiring. I thought that I would be working towards a great cause, namely raising money for research against cancer. Instead, I learned what it was like to be a Girl Scout. You see, our team made the brilliant decision of selling and making cookies, hundreds of them. And when that wasn't enough, we decided to bake scores of cupcakes, dozens of macarons, and rolls of brownies. For hour upon hour, day after night, after dawn after day, we baked brownies and cupcakes and cookies until at least 3 kitchens were drowned in flour, sugar, eggs, different mixes, and bright icing. We then wrapped them in colorful little bags with cute thank you notes placed by the dozen inside big round basket, just like the kind that the Easter Bunny carries. Then we marched out of our doors into the great wilderness of San Ramon's suburbia. And that was where the hard part began. Because then we would have to sell by ourselves from door to door. We had to be salesmen. And here's what we learned. All of our wealth of knowledge compressed into 6 simple and straightforward tips. Hello, how are you? I'm volunteering for an event known as Relay for Life at Doherty Valley High School. Basically, we walk around the track for 24 hours without stopping and host a booth to try to raise money for cancer research. It's 24 hours long because cancer never sleeps, and our motto is that we don't either. The event is hosted by all high school students in 2 weeks. Would you like to buy a cookie for $1 to help raise money for this event?
Hi, I'm Amanda from Doherty Valley High School. I'm trying to raise $100 for the American Cancer Society in a voluntary school charity known as Relay for Life. Would you like to donate any money? Any change would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
What's the difference between these 2 examples? The first one was a prime example of how not to get any money for your event. The second example raised over $300 in less than 3 hours. This is because there were 6 simple, short, and straightforward but major differences that we found. Here they are. Lesson number 1. Never sell things, always beg. This is a major lesson we learned while trying to raise money. When you sell a baked good for an extravagant price, say $10 for a cookie, no one's going to buy it. If you sell it at a decent price, say $1 for a macaron, people give you only a few dollars, or at best they hand you a 5 and tell you to keep the change. You end up making barely anything and sometimes not even breaking even. However, if you run around with an empty envelope or basket labeled "for donations" and ask for voluntary contributions with a smile, parents and babysitters usually throw you a $10 or $20 bill without asking any questions. If you're lucky, you may even make more. One time, we got a $50 check. Now, it may sound very counterintuitive that rational human beings would donate several times more money when not offered anything in exchange at all, but think about it from a psychological point of view. $5 for a cookie sounds like a lot, but $20 donated towards cancer research is fairly reasonable. Lesson 2. Look professional. No, please don't wear a suit and tie. In fact, I would highly recommend against running around between neighborhoods and across roads in dress shoes. However, do try to bring along flyers and make sure you're wearing something colorful and easily identifiable, which makes you seem legitimate and actually working for the charity you're talking about. For example, wear shirts that say Doherty Valley High School, Relay for Life, or the American Cancer Society. Remember, first impressions matter, especially when strange teenagers are knocking on doors and asking for money. Lesson 3. Try to look like a high schooler, or even younger if you can. Parents always trust kids. That's why it's important to tell them that you're in high school. They can and will reward a teenager who takes time out of his or her Saturday to run around the neighborhood for a charity. Adults love helping out kids. Use this to your advantage while you still can. Lesson 4. Use the word cancer a lot. Self-explanatory. People hate cancer, which is why they love throwing money at it. Lesson 5. Get a girl. If you're unfortunately tall, male, and not very attractive, like myself, there are many ways you can make yourself seem less threatening, more innocent, and more friendly. Most adults who look through their peepholes will be less likely to answer if they see a tall, looming teenager outside, and probably they will have a good reason for that. One way to deal with this is simple. Just stand farther away from the door after you ring the doorbell. When they look through the peephole and you're not right in their faces, people will be more likely to answer. When they open the door and you're not standing too close or too tall over them, they'll be more likely to respond positively. Of course, by far the most successful method we always had was simply bringing a freshman girl along, or any girl in general. For some odd reason, parents just like and trust younger children and females better. Lesson 6. Be concise. That's it. Don't ramble, don't provide unnecessary and confusing details. That's literally it. Thanks so much, everyone. Thanks for your time, and especially, thanks so much for all of the donations you made towards Relay for Life.